Hello everyone. In this video, we will talk about command line arguments in C. Command line arguments are parameters that are passed to a program when it is run in the command line or terminal. They allow users to control how a program operates by providing inputs directly from the command line interface. In C programming, the main function can take two arguments, argc and argv. Here is what they represent. argc stands for argument count and represents the number of arguments passed to the program from the command line, including the name of the program itself. argv stands for argument vector and is a pointer to an array of character strings that contain the arguments. Command line arguments are important in C programming for a variety of reasons. Flexibility. Command line arguments allow users to customize the behavior of a program without modifying the source code. This flexibility makes programs more versatile and user-friendly. Parameter passing. Command line arguments provide a way to pass parameters to a program at runtime. This can be useful for providing input data, configuration options, file paths, or any other information required by the program. Automation. Command line arguments enable automation of tasks by allowing users to specify options and settings when launching a program. This is particularly useful in scripting and batch processing scenarios. Testing. Command line arguments facilitate testing of different scenarios and configurations without the need to recompile the program for every test case. Debugging. Command line arguments can be used for debugging purposes by passing specific values or flags to trigger debugging modes or to output additional diagnostic information. Let's head to VS Code for practical examples. I will open a file, code arguments.c. Now I will demonstrate how command line arguments work. At first, include standard io.h, then declare the main function and main. This time, instead of void, we have to pass parameters as int argc, char star argv, open bracket, close bracket. Then inside curly braces, int argument underscore count equals to argc semicolon, then printf inside parentheses and quotations argument count equals to %d \n, then comma argument underscore count, then a semicolon. Then for inside parentheses int I equals to 0 semicolon I less than argument underscore count semicolon I plus plus. Then inside curly braces printf inside parentheses and quotations argument, then %d colon %s \n, comma I, comma argument vector position I, then a semicolon. Then outside the curly braces return 0 semicolon. int main inside parentheses int argument count comma char star argument vector open bracket close bracket. This is the main function of the program, which takes two arguments. Argument count, which represents the number of command line arguments passed to the program, including the name of the program, and argument vector, which is an array of character pointers or strings that hold the actual arguments passed to the program. Int argument underscore count equals to argc colon assigns the value of argument count to a new variable argument underscore count for easier reference. The printf prints out the total number of command line arguments passed to the program. Then the loop iterates over each command line argument passed to the program, and inside the loop, the print function prints out each command line argument. I represents the index of the argument, and argument vector position I accesses the int element of the argument vector array, which contains the command line arguments as strings. Now to compile this, make arguments and then /arguments without any arguments. You can see it outputs argument count equals to 1 and argument 0, it outputs /arguments. And if I run it again with some arguments like /arguments c underscore program then arguments, you can see it outputs argument count equals to 3, then argument 0, it prints out the name of the program, then argument 1 and argument 2 are the two arguments that I passed in the terminal. Remember that the first argument passed is the name of the file. This was all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned about command line arguments in C. Goodbye.